Welcome to Crime Maze YouTube channel. In this video we are going to talk about 5 disturbing unsolved mysteries in Illinois. So before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to Crime Maze channel for future updates. Are you one of those people who couldn't get enough of unsolved mysteries when it was broadcast on television? Whether you get your kicks from hearing about mysterious happenings or from having a stack of true crime and unsolved happenings books to plow through, we're confident that these 5 murder mysteries in Illinois will leave you scratching your head in bemusement. Before you begin watching, make sure to turn on the lights and close the doors. Number 5. Airtight Bridge Murder, Coles County. The Airtight Bridge spans the Embarras River in this rural area of Illinois, and it is a popular tourist attraction. It used to be a popular hangout for teenagers who wanted to drink with their friends. In October 1980, 2 men from Urbana were walking near the bridge when they came across a woman's naked body. Her head, hands, and feet were no longer there for her to use. While a thorough investigation was carried out, no evidence of a murderer was ever discovered. However, a significant development in this case in 1992 enabled the local sheriff's department to identify the woman, who was a resident of Bradley, Illinois at the time. Her name is now commemorated on a tombstone in Charleston's Mound Cemetery, where she is buried. Number 4. The Burton Cave, Quincy. In the late 1800s, a group of friends were picnicking near the cave when a storm forced them to seek shelter inside the cave. They claimed to have witnessed a man dressed in a long, draping black robe and a dead woman dressed entirely in white and laid out among candles, as if at a funeral service. You better believe they sped out of there as soon as they could and reported their findings to the Quincy police, who went out the next day and discovered no trace of the robed man or the dead woman they were looking for. Number 3. Burroughs findings, Richland County. During a camping trip near his hometown of Olney, Russell Burroughs discovered a cave. What he discovered in the cave was nothing short of incredible. As well as the human remains, he discovered gold artifacts that were engraved with words and etchings from Egypt, Greece, the Middle East, and Europe. It goes without saying that Burroughs refused to show scientists where he discovered these incredible finds, and unfortunately, the artifacts were later determined to be forgeries. However, until the cave is unearthed, we will never truly know for certain. Number 2. Watsonka possession, Watsonka. The late 1800s brought lunacy venom, a 13-year-old Watsonka resident, into the midst of a spiritual possession epidemic. In short bursts, she would slip into and out of comas, waking up to tell others that she had communicated with people in heaven. Drive. Winchester Stevens was consulted by her parents, who sought professional assistance. The moment he asked her to allow a spirit to take control of her body, she awoke and revealed herself to be Mary Roff, a woman from Watsonka who had died in a mental institution when lunacy was a child. Lunacy possessed intimate and specific knowledge of Mary Roff's life that she would have never had otherwise been aware of. Number 1. The Max Headroom broadcast hijack, Chicago. Date and time are both November 22, 1987. The Chicago Bears defeated the Detroit Lions 30-10 in their most recent matchup on Thursday night. A man dressed in a Max Headroom mask and sunglasses then appears on the screen after the screen goes black. His position on the screen changes as he shuffles around, and then the frequency is abruptly changed. WTTW's signal was hijacked once more later that night, this time while viewers were watching Doctor Who. In addition to making bizarre statements about fricking liberals and mentioning a bloodstained glove, the same Max Headroom hijacker made other bizarre statements. He even went so far as to be spanked in front of the entire nation on national television. Before anyone at WTTW could figure out what was going on, the hijacking was complete. Doctor Who fans were fortunate in that they were filming the episode, allowing others to witness the bizarreness firsthand later. Here are a few more. John Doe, 24, Jacksonville. Jacksonville police officers discovered an unidentified teenager who was deaf and mute wandering around the town in 1945 and reported him to authorities. He was taken to a state mental health facility after his parents failed to claim him. As stated in his medical records, he was severely mentally challenged due to diabetes, which had taken away his vision. Nonetheless, the nursing home in Peoria, where John Doe spent the last 6 years of his life, reported that he had repeatedly scribbled down the name Lewis, as well as physically reenacting experiences, such as circus parades and lively foot-tapping jazz bars. Nobody will ever know what an incredible childhood this John Doe had, but you can now pay a visit to his gravestone, which was purchased by the famous singer Mary Chapin Carpenter, and is dedicated to him. Mystery of the Albino Railroad Tracks, St. Clair County. It was during the construction of this railroad, back in the 1800s, that a disease ravaged the nearby town. An albino pair of young twins, according to one farmer, was to blame for the outbreak. After tying the children to railroad tracks, a train came along and hit them, killing the twins. In order to save drivers' lives, it has been reported that the ghosts of these twins push non-operational or stalled vehicles over the tracks. Does anyone else know of any other unsolved mysteries in the state of Illinois that you'd like to include on this list? Let us know if you have any more stories that will make us cry or laugh out loud. Share your experiences in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.